I just remember watching people on stage and just how they would move and tell stories without words. And I just thought that was really interesting and amazing and beautiful.
And reaching low.
I mean, most of the time I'm not really thinking about it. I've had it, my whole life. But, in dance class, it's a little bit more apparent when I can't do certain things. But I'm never just thinking about, oh, I can't do that. I try not to let it affect me in the woe is me way. I don't like that. I don't think that applies to me really.
She's extremely confident. She's confident as she walks through the hallways. She's confident when she is dancing in the studio. And she auditioned for the high school dance company as an 8th grader. At first I actually didn't notice the leg. And then she started dancing and it's like, wow. I asked her if there was anything that I needed to do to accommodate, and can do anything any other dancer can do. She's also incredibly talented.
I just see this beautiful, accomplished young lady who's in high school, who's worked hard her whole life to dance, and she loves it, and it shows.
Some of the other students might be hesitant to ask her questions about it, but if they did, she would tell them no problem.
I find it more or less, I don't know if annoying is the right word, but when someone totally approaches it really tentatively, okay, so you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I was just wondering, and don't feel pressure to answer, but what happened, I'm just ask me. I don't mind.
When she was born, everything was perfect until my partner, Liz Wilson, started to count digits like a parent does, and 10 digits on the hands, then she was doing toes and counted 9. Later, an orthopedic surgeon concluded that she had a disorder called fibula hemimelia. So it means she's missing her complete 5th ray, so no 5th toe, missing bones in the foot, missing bones in the ankle, and no fibula. And so then the doctor said, well, you have 2 options. You can have form or you can have function, where you do this SIME amputation and then the child grows up with a prosthesis and they jump and they run and they do everything others can do. That decision then was one that, well, you don't want your child to have to lose anything. It still brought her the hopes of a better life. So that's what helped us make that decision.
Pretty princess ballerina.
Oh, she was the cutest little thing. The prosthesis, it's tiny. It's tiny.
This is the first one ever. It's the one that I got when I was 1 year old.
She could run around like nobody's business without the prosthesis. So she's zooming around the house, and then, she put on her little leg to go outdoors with the foot on it, and off she'd go.
Hey,
skiing.
Learning to ski at 1 year old.
When she got a little older, though, the kids would stare, and then that would bother her.
I mean, there's definitely the I feel super an outsider moments. They were few, but they were strong, in 6th grade when everyone's sort of starting to be stylish and wear skinny jeans, and, I wanted my legs to look pretty, but, I got over it.
But she's so confident, she's really dealt with it quite well.
This is my new high heel attachment. So with the new leg and the technology that I have, I can unscrew the foot portion and screw any foot attachment on that I want. I wonder if I could dance like this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I would imagine there's times when people look at the leg first before they look at her, and if I think about that, that would be tough to deal with growing up.
I messed up.
Now let's switch it up. I always ask her if people talk about her leg, or because she always hears side comments sometimes, but she never lets it faze her and she never lets it bring her down, which is pretty phenomenal for me because I would be pretty emotional about it.
Now when I'm getting older and things are getting more difficult or more competitive, I start to think that I can't compete with everyone who has 2 feet. I don't know if it makes me more confident, but I feel like I feel more for others because of it.
Even if she doesn't realize it consciously, I mean, just the fact that she's not letting this thing hold her back at all. And that's a great metaphor for anyone who has something that maybe society would consider a disadvantage.
I mean, I think of other things and other things that people have to deal with, and I'm like, really? I'm fortunate.